evening, and welcome to the Psychic That Plans edition of the Psychic Coffee Shop. How are you?
Oh,
Techie
I'm doing
Joe?
pretty good. How are you?
Good. Do you want to tell the audience what you've done?
Well, at gunpoint, I've gone to HB9.
At gunpoint?
At gun,
Are you sure at gunpoint?
I'm pretty sure.
Did my gun come out of my purse?
I think so.
It hasn't. Not since I bought it. Well, no, I
I
did
did.
have to take it out for one reason. You took me somewhere where I couldn't take it. Where was it?
The beach
Huh?
has it the little like Thurmond and such.
No, I don't take my purse there.
Oh, fair enough. I don't know.
Anyhow. No, it was not at gunpoint. It was at quite at surprise that you've done this.
Uh-huh. I mean, how many times did you think you were going to have to say, you know what would work better is if you used HB9?
I did not say that. I said, what would work better if you break it down in task blocks for yourself? That's what I said.
Uh-huh. Blah, blah, blah. It would work better if you used HB9.
No, that's not what I said. I never said go use HB90. I said, why don't you use task blocks? Why don't
Oh,
you, look at this and, because you were reaching that point, and I know that point, that reason I got to HB90 of, I'm going to kill somebody.
ah. There is that at times. There is that at times.
You were working all the time, working over, getting mad because you weren't getting projects done, but at the same time getting stretched out.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit.
All right.
But yeah.
So I go to the gym after having this discussion over a project, and I'm like, well, honey, you really need to break it down. You're trying to take on too much in one bite, is what I said. Maybe using task blocks, because that's what I have to do. That's all I said for the record.
Oh, okay.
And
I think it also involved a video.
Well, it did because I had to show you how to use task blocks. It's not like I can explain it to you. And the video you're referring to is the one that I was doing for the boards.
Well, yeah, okay, yeah, there was that one too. So, yeah, which goes with the whole HB90 system. And I was having some confusion.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, all this linked together, and it's like, fine. Then it turns out that I bought the wrong HB90.
Well, you bought the gold.
Or the right HB90. It's very confusing. I ended up spending like 60, 70 bucks on Etsy in one day.
Yeah, and?
I'm just saying, it was a lot of money.
That is not a lot of money. I've dropped that in a Joanne sale without blinking, under your encouragement.
Well, yes, but that was because, I knew you would buy all the stuff anyway, and I'd rather spend like 80 bucks or 100 bucks instead of like 300.
Well,
yeah, when all else fails, blame Aeson. That's my life goal right there.
That's great you've picked up from my ex-husband. I'm really not like it. But anyway.
What is the point? What is the point of having a husband if you can't blame him for shit?
I don't know.
And technically, I picked that up from my grandmother. Because she generally had the theory of, blame other people. It sounds better.
Right.
Oh, I can't come to that event. I have to pick Joe up from school. I can't go to that because Joe has a band thing. She wasn't wrong. Like, she wasn't lying. It was just a little bit of an interpretative moment.
Right. Or was she preserving her task blocks for her grandchild? Hello, Devin.
Well, she was more so getting out of stuff she didn't want to go to in the first place.
Right.
So, y'all, if you're watching and you're related to me and you heard my grandmother get out of stuff with me as an excuse, yeah, she got out of stuff with me as an excuse. Sorry.
Yeah. But anyhow, How has your first week been in HB90 after we got you in there?
Well, slightly disastrous. It did not go
Okay.
as planned.
Okay.
None of it went as planned.
Uh-huh.
But like I think it became like the training wheel week of we'll figure it out as we go.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, on that side of it, like I didn't have high expectations for this week. It was not going to be the magic bullet that fixes everything this week.
Right.
I'm figuring I'm kind of giving myself August before I'm like, okay, this has to fix stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if that feels bad or sounds bad or whatever, but I like that's where I'm at. I think I'm safer that way.
Right.
Is like, no, this is not going to go beautifully the first month.
It never goes.
Yeah.
Especially when
So
you're
I,
doing the transference.
yes.
Yes.
Oh, Shannon says that moment when you're in the middle of paying bills, marking them off in your planner and remember what day it is.
Uh-huh.
Ooh.
Yeah. That can be consuming.
A little bit.
Yeah. So Joe's in HB90, and he pops in as I'm working over my sheet and trying to figure out how many task blocks needs what and where I can do what. And looking back at my weekend going, I didn't get to bed to 3 a.m. not one night this week. Some of it was 4 a.m.
And
That's
then
got to stop.
do what now?
That's got to stop.
What does?
This not
Going
getting
to bed
to
at 3
bed.
a.m.?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's going to sneak me back into, well, I'm just going to work night shift and fuck this shit and, tell everybody to go screw themselves.
Much.
And, he plops out his beautiful, layout because tell them the problem you have found from my modification because I use the HB90 system. I've modified it though.
Well, yeah, he does a weekly task block plan.
Mm-hmm.
And then so all he does is just reprint that page set
Right.
over and over and over again. And he was like, because I plopped down my Excel sheet and he's like, well, you could just, copy and paste it in the planner. And I'm like, not the way she set the planner up. Like, it will screw the whole thing up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, no, we're not doing that. So I'm doing something different.
Uh-huh.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was like, no, we're not doing that. Like, love you mean it, but no, can't do that.
Right.
So yeah, I went ahead and dropped that into Excel because it was just easier.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm like, I could print it. Like I can open the PDF and print the page and fill it out, and I'm like, why am I doing that?
Right.
Why am I doing that?
Yeah, you're digital. Why are you doing that?
Yeah, it's like that just seems like a lot of waste. I can just do this in Excel and fill it out
Mm-hmm.
and then reuse it.
Mm-hmm.
And my life's not a problem.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I went
for. Right. So he done
yeah.
that and he brought it in and I was looking at it and I'm like, well, I see a problem. I see a couple problems.
Okay.
Well, you'd moved dinner from beginning the block beginning at 7 to 8 to moved it to 6:30 to 7:30.
Mm-hmm.
And I went, well, that's a problem.
Well, because I usually start cooking at about 6:30.
Right.
I technically forgot a half hour.
Mm-hmm.
But I like it's not the end of it.
It's not that. Well, it wasn't, but it was like, let's get ourselves. This is a great way for us to sync ourselves. Like he can set his schedule. I can go in and reset and set my schedule in it if he holds to the hours. And I might get coffee in the mornings before I go to the gym, according to his time blocks.
Well, there's this. There is that.
Yeah, so we're going to switch this up. We're going to look at Joe's blocks first.
Okay. Well, Joe needs a second.
Okay.
Because I'm not getting my blocks to happily go into an image like I thought I would.
Okay. Well, just share the Excel sheet.
Well, I was actually going to go ahead and drop it to a PDF.
Uh-huh.
I just need a second.
Right.
There we
So
go.
other things that happened this week was she launched a new program, and I'm going to do the program as soon as I find where I put the book at.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, guys. My desk back here has become a filming studio mess at times. So she's launched the 6 months to life. Is it a guide to changing your life, 6 months for life? So I'm going to be doing that. Got into it with my personal trainer this week. She pissed me off. So we're going to be doing a blend. But anyway.
Yeah.
Huh?
I said, yeah. It'll work. It'll work.
It'll work. It'll work. It's been working. Because the app pissed me off, and then she pissed me off, and then I weighed myself and started paying for a personal trainer and gained 8 pounds. There's a problem with this.
You were not thrilled with it.
I was far
that was
thrilled
not
with her.
the conversation.
Yeah.
That you did.
Right. Yeah. So I'm going back to doing my workout and photoing it to her at 3 in the morning. I hope her phone dings all night. Just saying.
That's just rude.
I worked months to get that 8 pounds off.
Well, I'm just saying. I didn't say you need to do something different. I was just like, that's rude. Yeah. Which is true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty. So I'm actually starting to get an image here.
Yay.
File, export. But I do have it ready to pull up here on the show whenever you're ready.
I'm ready.
Okay. So there we go. We can add that to stream.
Yeah.
So that's what I did.
Uh-huh.
So yeah. So I got all my little blockies in, and I've got them labeled.
Uh-huh.
And so I can keep up with them.
Mm-hmm.
And then I totaled what I have available for actual work, which is that god awful shade of fuchsia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm going with some wild highlighter colors, so I know what I'm doing.
Right.
But yeah, so I've got my fuchsia blocks for like those are the actual ones I have available for other tasks.
Right.
So like I have my light pink keen, I have my dark purple client visit. My darkest purple is for our shows.
Right.
We have personal time in blue, which includes our escape time, as
Mm-hmm.
well as my, personal appointments for like Stephanie and Eric. I have household related tasks, either some version of cooking, cleaning, taking the invisible assistant to work, picking the invisible assistant up from work, something like that. We have the pale yellow down at like the bottom and in the middle. And then there's some at the top that's a little hidden. Let me try to hide that. Sorry, guys. I didn't catch that. There we go. So up here at the top, where I just took the show mark stuff off. So there's a 1 hour wake up block at the very top. And then down at the bottom, there's a 2 hour wind down block before I go to bed at 2.
Right.
So that's my idea for this week. Of course, I expect some changes on Saturday and Sunday because we don't have an invisible schedule.
Right.
And won't have that till Friday, so I just kind of have to plan around it once it happens.
Right.
So we'll have some variability there.
Right.
But other than that, Oh, and then we have this orange on Tuesday. It's a pretty big block with a work purple that actually should be a client purple because I have a
Mm-hmm.
client visit while I'm in Princeton.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm on the road that day.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, basically I'm on the road Monday and Tuesday. And then I'm here at the house the rest of the week.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we have so many large bands of fuchsia. Um,
Right. But how many task blocks you got this week?
I think 96 minus one, so 95.
95. Cool.
Like that's if I counted right.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's a lot of work.
That's a lot of work blocks. You'll be able to like take on your task.
Yes, I should hopefully get everything, or well, get a large chunk of it done.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know if it'll be everything, but hopefully it will be a lot of the things.
Right.
Oh, wow. So Devin just had a seizure. Brenda says it's bright.
Uh-huh.
Brenda also points out it looks like those 60s acid test posters.
And
then when you print it and you use a different color palette.
I use a different color palette because I use colors for reasons and seasons. We did keep the green for dinner. I only give myself 30 minutes because I'm eating. I'm not cooking and eating.
Mm-hmm.
We have a lovely gold for my morning and my evening routine. So it includes the gym, which is this other gold here when I'm meeting with Annie and seeing how she's handling it.
Oh, Shannon says I'm at work for 10 hours a day, so the HB90 could work at home, but it was too much brain capacity and exhausting. I'm busy, but like I can keep up with it mentally. Don't need to lay it out.
Right.
And nope, out. LOL.
I kept the I'm going on this client visit with Joe. So I have that client visit. Then I have another client appointment here. So those came in. Of course, we're taking the escape, and that's what I've built my calendar around is that escape.
Mm-hmm.
We're only getting 66.5 hours of network time this week. That is fine because I also have 2 network shows, and then our normal broadcasting. I wasn't about to sacrifice this time or the project time, which got sacrificed last week. I have to get projects done. Crap ain't going to happen here.
This is
Yeah.
true. This is true.
Right.
So
yeah, but and Shannon brings up a good point. What about when you spend like 10 hours a day and it's a block schedule here? Well, yeah, but you got other projects to do in that. Like, it is what it is. I'm 65.65 hours. My normal goal is 70, which breaks down to 10 hours a day, but I want a day off, so that's 12 hours a day, but other things are going on. But then we also have production stuff going on that has to go on there. So it does. But syncing them together, and I actually had a place for it in my planner for you. In my notes section, right there. I've got his thing. I know where he's at, what he's doing, when I can bother him, when I should leave him alone.
Yes.
Yes. So.
Oh. Well, Devin's finally on day shift.
Yeah, no. It's insane.
Yeah, and in the same situation as Shannon with 10 hours a day, 6 a week.
Right.
So,
yeah.
Those 60-hour weeks.
Right.
They are a thing.
They are. Like, that's becoming the norm, and that's scary to me.
Yeah, little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Totally understand that.
All right.
I mean, it becomes a lot.
It does. It does. So let's pop back in here.
So let me go find my acid test.
Right.
Yeah.
So how does your acid test compare to your original?
I think it got a little bit better.
Okay.
Like, I think it got more intelligent.
Okay.
Ooh, I gotta resize that. It was a little big. Partly because I need to crop it. That's the problem. Sorry, I was adding it to the planner. And I just realized, yeah, I gotta crop that in.
Yeah.
But no, I had my hour totals hanging off the page.
All right.
And it's like, no, I need you to come back in.
Yeah.
I need you to play. It to be over here. So there we go. All right.
All right.
It's looking pretty decent.
It is.
So yeah, I've got that added on to the bottom of my Thursday through Sunday page.
Uh-huh.
Because typically Thursday through Sunday I don't have a lot of things going on. I may have to move that around to make it happy.
Mm-hmm. Cool. All right. Let's take and break our goals down for this week. Here are our task blocks for it.
Absolutely.
I'm going to use washi. I was using pen. I want to get a little decorative this week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate it. Will not show split view. Alrighty. Well, that's nice.
So how are you liking the digital part of it?
Well,
Like,
I'm having to use split screen a lot. Do what?
Is it linked well?
Not well. It's two separate files.
Okay.
Because there's the daily, weekly, monthly planner,
Mm-hmm.
and then there is the goal setting file. Like
All right.
it's two separate
Hi,
pieces.
kids. You guys really got to find a new letter.
I know, right? But yeah, no. Sorry, I was somewhere. Anyway, it's two separate files.
Mm-hmm.
So I do have to do split screen a lot to try to take the things I did in the goal setting and pop them into the like actual day, week,
month
plan.
Yeah.
Well, they don't really pop in on the month.
Right.
Like, and that's true with the other.
Okay.
But I mean, it's not horrific. Because but no, it does. I don't know. I have a few issues, but I think I'll get over them.
Okay.
I hope. Like that's my game today, is to get over them. All right. So back. Grab the turkey. All right. So. Sorry, I haven't gotten my week task blocks planned into my schedule yet.
That's okay.
So we're doing that while we're on air.
Right.
And trying to make that
happy. Yes. Well, the filing system for me is working well. Like breaking stuff into files and putting them where they are.
Okay.
Like that's worked well. Like the marketing in one, the all monthly calendars in front and then the weekly work in the back. Put that in here. The only thing is I lost my notes for something.
Okay, what'd you lose your notes for?
the how to destroy a relationship advice article.
Oh.
I'm gonna have to find it.
Okay. It does happen.
It does. There's that. And then, all right.
Oh, I guess I could put it on that tasks page. That would make more sense for me, huh?
All right.
All right. Sorry, just having thoughts. Hmm.
What are you having thoughts on?
As in where I can put that image.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it does make more sense on the other page.
Okay.
Cut over. I think I can get it on the test page. East. I gotta reset.
We got a lot done on the compound boards. Got the filing system done.
Oops. Started highlighting and I had the wrong color.
Oh, that's a problem.
Yeah, a little bit.
And then one of our tasks got moved up. We got to get that up.
Oh, which one?
The Terror Summit.
Oh yeah, that's really good.
That's on both our boxes.
Oh yeah.
All right. And then all right. So here we want to do the gym twice a day. I need to get 8 hours in a day. And then I want to do the 6 months to life. All right. So there's my task, my 3 goals this week to get done.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we got my call average I want to get there. We've got my financial good, better, best, or gold, green, silver, gold a day. I've got to get that relationship article wrote, and I'm giving myself 2 task blocks for it. This one gets 2 task blocks. This should take 1 task block. This is another 1 task block, and this is I'm going to try to do 2 task blocks.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. My third goal is my personal goal. I'm not giving it any. I'm not breaking it down for task blocks because it's really hard to go. Okay, if I'm going to the gym twice a day and it's an hour and a half, well, that's 6 task blocks. You know, out of your day. Like I don't count the task blocks for that. We've already rescheduled, however, escape, which is part of goal 3, and that's to escape each week. And that done me a lot of good. What about you? What was your reflection on that one?
Oh, for which part? I'm sorry.
Escape.
Yeah, escape does a lot of good for that. Like it's done a lot of good is my whole point.
Yeah.
Like no, I'm very happy with the escape time. I think that's been awesome.
Yeah.
So yes, more escape time. It's
Yes.
definitely helping with not feeling totally flippin' stressed
Right.
out. So yeah, more of the more of the escape time.
Yeah. Which we'll get more
As
of that.
in continuing to do it, not necessarily adding more of it.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely making sure to prioritize
All right. All right. So we got that done. I did add some stickering here. We're going with this. I don't know what color is that. Sandalwood. I know. We said hi back to them. Told them to find a new letter.
that.
They're going to have to come up with something better.
Yes. Like we appreciate their participation. We would love it if it were, more socially appropriate.
Well, no, PP is cute, but I'm thinking that they can come up with something better. They've done that one now.
Yeah, they've done that. They've kind of done that.
Yeah, we need a new one.
Like, yeah.
All right. Uh-oh. Okay. Well, okay, let's break it this way.
What did I do wrong? How did I do that?
Wow, that's a large number.
What?
133.
Wow. That's a lot of blocks.
Right.
Oh, I was in the kitchen and she was like, "We're working on this doom pile. I'm adding some plushies to your bed." And I was just like, "Okay," unloading the washer. I come in and see the comment and just like, "You little shit."
Yeah, we're like, hi, kids. How are
Hi,
you?
children's.
Mm-hmm.
What's the children's? So yeah, I'm trying to figure out what I just did because I did something way wrong.
Okay.
And oh, I think I just found it. Okay, there we go. I had a little bit of an over exaggerated 30-minute block.
Ah.
There we go. Now we're back. Sorry, that got a little freaky for me.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 task blocks available.
Ooh.
Well, because 133 is took up by the network. I'm going to stop that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really only so much. You can allot.
Mm-hmm. So
So,
Bella went to her first magical meetup yesterday, and they were doing different types of healing. It hit her hard.
aww. It definitely can.
Yes. And we've got 2, 4, 6, 8. 8. And then we'll see. Like, I do come back in here and total this up and see if it actually takes all 8, or if it only takes 1, or if it gets rejected.
Like you do.
Like I do. All right, so network schedule is 6 to 7, and then 7:30 to 12:30. That is
Fun with highlighters.
do what?
I said fun with highlighters.
Yeah, it's always fun.
Oh yeah.
So this is my scratch sheet, basically. That's why it isn't pretty. It's a scratch sheet because it goes over to Joe and he's able to type up my schedule.
Yes.
Yes, which, sorry for a few days it's a little complicated, but hey, it gets you everything you want.
You know, sometimes
Yep.
it's just all we need. I about forgot a task block. I just caught it.
I'm glad you caught it because that gets confusing.
Yeah.
Oh, she got dizzy and nauseous, and then got a headache, and asked me today what hangover felt like. She has a magic hangover. I bet she also didn't eat when she got done, did she? Or wash her hands. Like as you're playing with different magics, you need to like wash your hands in salt.
Yes.
It's kind of like taking a glass of water in between shots. It really helps.
It does. All right. So I lost another task block.
Okay.
Well, because I didn't have anything on Tuesday for when I got home,
Mm-hmm.
to finish doing Keen.
Ah.
I had just work blocks
Ah.
for after the show.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, yeah, I don't think that's gonna work.
Yeah.
Oops.
Oops.
So I had to go back and fix that.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, yeah, let's try that another.
Let's get real. And that's another thing is you have to get real on your time.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, that's another thing of HB90 is it's like, no, there's this amount of time to do that.
All right.
And the hardest things for me getting up and not finishing a project.
Mm-hmm.
And going, okay, I need to go do this. Yep.
Yeah. No, I can understand that.
Right.
It does occasionally create issues.
Well, it creates issues in my brain because I'm used to, going in, digging in,
Mm-hmm.
and working at it till it's done.
Right.
And Mrs. like, no, you can stop now. So I'm kind of looking forward to the coffee shop. And it's for a weird reason, but it's a really good reason.
Okay.
The author has probably put me to sleep more
Oh,
times than
that's
my
horrible.
mother.
Oh, that's horrible.
It is not. She's the creator of Bones,
Okay.
the show, the true crime show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's the writer. Her latest book is out, and it's about. She writes the fictional stories.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And then
Okay.
she works with the authors. So I'm looking forward to that. I think that will be fun.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm sure it'll be fast. 1 o'clock
Um,
on Wednesday.
and then the coffee shop after that's going to be an interesting one because we're going to have an interpreter on. Because
Okay.
the author is deaf. So I'm going to need you in here to help me set the screens up because I want her to be able to see her interpreter
Mm-hmm.
easily.
Okay.
So that
I'm
will
sure.
be interesting to like figure out. Like that's the stuff I get into is like, okay, how can we make StreamYard work and look good?
Mm-hmm.
Sunday is okay. I saw a box of
Worst
water.
time with highlight.
Huh?
I said I keep having the worst time
Uh-huh.
with the highlight.
Ah. Does it like just keep clicking off or something?
No, it's more so it's not really well, I think it has a little bit to do with like the way she has the pages done.
Mm-hmm.
That like I have trouble controlling it for the
Mm-hmm.
time
Okay.
because the dot grid and the times
Uh-huh.
don't exactly match up. So it's
Okay.
not exactly spaced to like 2 dots per hour.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm trying to push everything in that way.
Right.
If any of that makes sense to anyone.
It does. Hi, Angel.
And so then I have problems as I get down the list where like it starts out and everything's great,
All right.
and then I get further down and it's like, okay, now I have to go erase some of it
Yeah.
because my time block is not actually that big,
Mm-hmm.
and so it's kind of a little annoying.
Okay. Well,
My
I'm going to
time
put a
block.
habit tracker over here because I don't normally use them, but I'm going to use them
Mm-hmm.
because I need to get into the double shake a day. Like that's
Sure.
been one of the other changes. Is I'm back to doing my shakes.
Right.
We just sit and plan and discuss our week, and if you got a question, I'll take it, but make sure to include your birth date. We're currently working on HB 90.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It is from 3:30 to 9.
Um, but so I'm into my $3 thing, which if we remember, the top is my network schedule. The center is like anything else I've got to go do, and the bottom is going to be the task that I've got to get done that week, that day. And I'm actually going to be assigning times to work on my projects that we were looking at earlier.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And I'm using the Go-Getter this week. I was thinking it had a habit sticker other than the long one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, let me grab a deck of cards and we'll take a look at that, dear.
Oh, there we go.
And
Let me
actually,
know when you're ready.
I will. Let me grab the sticker and put it down first.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll get it later. Actually, I know where. Never mind. That causes me to rethink it. All right. So I have spiritual gifts and I'm learning how to use them. Any tips? Well, that's really a reading. Practice. Lots and lots and lots and lots. Lots and lots and lots of practice. Read your friends, read, a person at the mall, play with people watching games. Those are fun. You're going to have to learn, however, to balance your emotions because you're using a lot of your own core energy instead of just letting the gift do itself. Okay? All right. So, this part, I was going to put my money goal on, but I think I'm going to put my diet plan on, and this habit tracker is going to track that behavior. And then this one, I am going to track going to bed on time, because that's what I want to get to. Feedback?
I think I'm good with that one.
Okay. All right, Joe, you're going to have to read for me.
All right, what am I reading?
She gave feedback.
Ah, okay. Um, yeah, that's what I've been doing. I've been reading on friends and family and people that I just come across in public, and it's because I've been able to see and hear her spirit since I was 8 years old. But I'm learning how to protect myself by putting myself in a white ball of light surrounded, and nothing can come in that white ball of light.
Yeah, and that works well most times. My other favorite one, however, is liquid metal armor. And just that way you're not trying to hold that ball all the time. You create an energy to where you're just, you're covered in a liquid ball of armor, you know, polymer, whatever you want to put it together
I think this was right as you were answering.
in. Mm-hmm.
So it
Yeah,
was, what's the best way of protecting myself? Is the white ball of light the right thing to do? So,
it's neutral. Um, what I do a lot of times is I do just liquid armor. What is that movie? Came out recently. Um, or it's just liquid metal, like their armor is all. Destiny, the red angel of on Destiny of Star Trek. If you saw that, that would be a good way of looking at it. Um, I think that's the best way I can explain how I envision.
mm-hmm.
When I put up shields, is it's more like a liquid silver armor type thing, And then when you're reading, you can change it to gold because that allows things to come through.
Yeah.
And the other thing there is the question if you need protection. And this is a concept a lot of people don't get. Is you don't always constantly have to have, you don't have to constantly live in that silver bubble. You can, however, choose what to let in and what to let out, or to let it in or out at all. Okay. I like this. You can and you will. I don't know. I'm doing a lot of pink this week.
Okay. I have to stop and mentally remember what is your pink? Because your pink and my pink are totally different things.
Well, my pink is, I'm just saying as a background color, like everything is coming into this pink.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, I don't normally do pink. Apparently this week's going to vibrate on different energies, but that's okay.
That works. That works.
Good. Keep practicing. It's like running. Keep that momentum, keep that movement going. When 20 readings should be like in a day. Oh, you like that shade, the mauve pink? I do too. And I've got a lot of the goal getter stuff, so we're going that this week.
Okay.
We have a lot of things to get in containment.
There we go.
I mean, it's an unusual week because, I'm actually going out.
What's that? Like, that doesn't sound like that would be unusual, but it is.
It is. Because, now I'm mostly virtual. Still waiting for them to get the hologram ready for me. I mean, that'll be fun. I can just hop into my recliner and do almost everything. Ooh, Shannon found the planner that has the muted teal tones and she likes it.
Oh.
Hmm. See, I was never scared. That's a common thing. I was never scared. I never knew it was anything different. Granted, I grew up in a weird household where, speaking in tongues was a common thing, so possession was just a step away from it.
There's the movements. All right.
Cool. No, I'm just cleaning out Angel. I'm cleaning out stickers and trying. I'm in a weird spot in my planner color palette. Like I've used every color. Like I'm normally black and gold and silver. But I'm down to the teals and the pinks and the blues in this, and I'm trying to like wear it out and get that done so that I can move on to my goal is I empty all my stickers and then I get to buy new ones. And I think I'm going to go with like another company other than Happy Planner. So we're down to the pinks this week.
Oh, fun. I really do struggle with the highlighter portion.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm just over here on the struggle bus trying to keep this lined up. because it does. It's right about midday. It starts getting a little wonky.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, so my times end up looking a little weird,
Right.
like, comparative to each other. Is
Yeah.
that it looks like some things take a whole lot of, time graphically,
Right.
whereas other things seem like they're just like 15 minutes or something.
Mm-hmm.
Because it kind of right there in the midday, her
Mm-hmm.
number scale versus the dot grid doesn't really align.
Oh.
Like, it's starting to bug me.
You'll get around it.
Well, because I feel like I'm having to scalpel with a flipping highlighter. It's
Yeah.
like, ah.
Well, you want to show them what you're doing while I do the fill out here?
Sure. I can do that. You want me to swap it?
Yes.
Alrighty, let me pull you down. There we go. So this is where I'm at right now, and this is what I'm talking about. Is I'm taking the graphic or the Excel version I did,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm basically painting it onto my my schedule
Mm-hmm.
on the left side of each page,
Right.
so that those blocks are like pre-allocated, so I can see where my time is.
Right.
Yeah. So then we'll go through and add, sort of like I did on. I thought I did on Monday. Where did Monday go? I do. All right. So I thought I'd started that, but I had not started that. Okay, cool. So basically, we'll go through this big white section here next to that time block,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll be dropping in the various tasks I'm hopeful to work on that day.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
everybody
tried doing
find
that with mine and it did not work. The
okay.
reason was that I bought the dot markers to do
Mm-hmm.
that, and it just went through the paper.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's when I decided to try just the weekly divided into threes.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I can understand that. But no, I'm just going through with highlighter colors
Yeah.
and just this is basically the deal.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Yes, that's how this works.
It is. It is. So yeah,
Yeah.
there we go. But yeah, no, this is kind of where that happens.
Yep.
And then move to that in. And oh no, I had it right the first time. Yeah, I just got to clean that up a little bit.
Right here's the reason I like the Happy Planner system. I can just pop the pages out. I don't have to sit there and like counter watch them.
Yeah, well, what you guys aren't seeing is I actually have a split screen going,
Uh-huh.
as well.
Uh-huh.
So, like, I'm a little cramped at the moment, to be
Uh-huh.
honest. But I'm making it work. I'm making it work. Like, it is. Like, I could go full screen right now and it would not bug me because what I have up isn't really required.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's. Oh, yeah, it's got one. There we go. So, yeah, I can finish labeling these in. And. Whee!
then this is escape, and I'm going to put sticker there.
So I'm actually trying to build in a little more like dedicated personal time.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah. Well, and then that way you can also do, let's drive that in a minute. That's more like so that you can do, your cricket. You can do some artsy crafty stuff. You can catch up on your reading.
yeah, things like that.
Yeah. So, do you want to lay bets on if I have a modern spiritual on Friday at 5?
No.
Okay. Just checking.
I'll bet against it.
That's what I said. Do you want to lay bets?
Well, like, I'm sorry, this would be the 6th reschedule.
The 6 reschedules. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like, yeah, no, I'm not going to bet on that guest. I'm surprised she's still allowed to reschedule.
Well, all right. So if I want the article to go out Thursday, I need to be getting that to you on Monday.
Yes. Can't guarantee it'll be ready to go on Monday, but yes.
Well, it needs to go out Thursday.
Right.
That was my question.
Yeah. So I'm saying I can have it. I can start working on it Monday/Tuesday.
Right.
To go out on Thursday.
Okay. I got to do the Pagan Pride event for me because I'm doing one for readings.
Oh, Shannon wants to know, when did I need to have a subject ready for you two?
Oh, that'll be I'll need that by Monday at 5 p.m. I forgot about that. Yeah, Shannon popped into Modern Spiritualist, and Hazel chose her to choose the next topic after we talk about the effects of astrology.
Ooh. Very cool. Very cool.
Yep. So that'll be interesting.
Yes.
So we're leaving at 3:30 on the escape.
That was roughly what I budgeted.
Great. I just want to make sure because I've got a project block before then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she got assigned homework. I need to work on module 1. And then Thursday, I've got 3 time blocks. That can be
Good stuff there because I'm noticing I'm making mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
And it's starting to bug.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I made a mistake.
Okay.
I didn't check it before I wrote it in.
Uh-huh.
And I just caught it when I went to do it again.
Uh-huh.
I was like, yeah, that's not right. I was trying to take the invisible assistant to work like way early.
I am.
Yeah, that's not gonna fly.
Yeah, he won't be too happy with that.
No, not really.
Yeah.
So,
All right, and then
fixing that. here. And
How much that block? That
is the upside.
Yeah.
Is I can just go back in and fix it. Instead
Mm-hmm.
of being like, oh man, I just screwed that whole sheet.
Mm-hmm. And having to glue over it.
Yeah, that would annoy me. But no, I didn't catch it until I got it. Like, thankfully, when Thursday and Friday are repeating schedules,
Right.
and so when I was filling in Fridays, I was like, wait, I screwed up.
Yeah. Well, that happens. All right, so we've got the base appointment stuff put in.
Mm-hmm.
All the time blocks are so. So now we go to the fun part of decorating, which is what I like. Yeah. But now, over on Modern Spiritual, me and Hazel have been diving into topics. We talked about the abuses last week. This week, we're talking astrology effects. So that's kind of fun.
Always.
Yeah. And then I'm supposed to have a guest on Friday. I'll post if it actually goes through, if she cancels.
Oh yeah.
Because if she cancels,
Also
I'm
be
going to email her and say
bets.
enough.
Yeah, we'll also be accepting bets in chat.
Patreon, please. Patreon.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, we can't actually do that. But we may put up a poll
We can do a poll in Patreon.
for whether or not Friday's guest shows up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. Like I was a happy little puppy with the first like 4 times this guest rescheduled.
Mm-hmm.
Now the last one I started getting cranky.
Oh, I was cranky because she rescheduled 2 hours before the show.
How? How did I do that? Oh, that's how I did. Da-da-da-da-da.
Ooh. Like this sticker.
Mm-hmm.
Like this sticker. In order to be irreplaceable, one must always be different. Coco Chanel.
Oh, cool.
Like, she's had a lot of things in her career that really made sense.
Mm-hmm. Thought I had 3 days that were undated.
Mm-hmm.
I had 4.
Oh.
So I was sitting here looking at the 13th on Saturday going, no, that's not right.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the upside on working on stuff for you that's like a week ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like literally the week ahead forecast and the astrological forecast.
Mm-hmm.
Like working with those and turning those into HTML
Right.
and stuff. I've typed that enough. I know what the days of the week are, and I'm like, I know Sunday's on the 13th. Like, if I have Saturday on the 13th, we have a problem.
You've missed the day.
Like, and it was the scary moment of like, how far back did I miss the date? Like, am I like off? Like, and I got to move a whole week's worth of stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Or it was like, no, I just had the 9th and the 11th side by side.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah. Like I said, I'm still going through some like growing pains and struggles of like switching.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the end of the world.
Right.
It really isn't. Um, but yeah, it does kind of maneuver things around a little bit. So
It's a change. It's a different change. Ooh, butterfly.
Sorry, what did you get all excited about?
This has butterflies in it.
Oh, cool.
You know me and butterflies. I really like them.
Yes, you do.
Yes.
This is where I'm talking about, like, midday gets a little off scale.
Mm-hmm.
So it gets a little hard to tell
All right.
and to, like, put things into perspective
Mm-hmm.
of, like, okay, what am I doing?
Where am I doing it?
Yes. Should put that in first. Like, my Fridays are going to be really wonky work-wise. That's what I'm wondering.
Okay.
Like, I'm just kind of back, forth, and all over the place.
Uh-huh.
Like, and I'm not. I'm going to have to work around that. I mean, some of it's specific to this week.
Not right now. Thank you. Go away.
Oh, no. Don't tell me you did that to your mama.
No, I did not.
Okay, just making sure. Like,
No, 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 no. Did not do that to Mama. I know better.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, apparently, if we want vacation property in Pennsylvania, it could be fun.
Where in Pennsylvania? See, that's so debatable. You know, because like Hershey, Pennsylvania, I could see that. Um,
Oops. I just realized I had the wrong highlighter.
and
So annoying.
oh, northern part of Pennsylvania, that could be possible.
It could be.
Yeah,
Could be fun.
it could be. All right.
Yay. It's Friday. I got 30 minutes in a shoot. That's cool. Uh-oh. Ew, ew.
It is one of those people that has the wrong number, has had the wrong number, been told they have the wrong number.
Oh, no.
Like,
Oh, no.
I don't know what else to do for them other than direct them back to directory assistance, and they just don't get it.
Oh. I went through that. My grandmother's phone number used to be very similar to our local veterinary hospital, their
Mm-hmm.
emergency after hours line.
Right.
And God bless this 90-some-year-old woman.
More like God bless your poor dog.
Well, and the most well taken care of dog, I swear to God, has ever existed. Or at least the most monitored dog in
Mm-hmm.
existence. Because I don't think there was anything this dog ever did different that this woman did not catch. Like breathe wrong, she
Right.
would call the vet on you. What? No, she had the worst. I don't know what to call it. Not really habit, but
Right.
we had the worst luck with the situation being that she would panic in the middle of the night. Now her daughter, who was in her 70s or at least very late 60s, was her caregiver. Like we learned a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Someone had programmed this number on this poor woman's phone and
Mm-hmm.
gotten our numbers by mistake.
Uh-huh.
It was one of those, it like just a couple of digits and you have us instead
Mm-hmm.
of the veterinary hospital.
Right.
So we used to get the most frantic, like 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 2 a.m. phone calls.
Mm-hmm.
And like, bless her heart, you had to wait for her to go all the way through whatever was wrong with the dog
Mm-hmm.
before you could get her to actually listen.
Mm-hmm.
Tell her, ma'am, you have the wrong number. And I got to the point that, like, beside my bed,
Mm-hmm.
I had the number for the veterinary hospital so I could just tell her.
Mm-hmm.
But the worst part of it in the world is again, bless her heart. She would hang up, pick up, hit redial,
Mm-hmm.
or hit the speed dial again.
Mm-hmm.
And there were nights I had to go through this 3 or 4 times. No,
Mm-hmm.
ma'am, still not the emergency line for our local veterinarian. Like their number is, and I mean, she was so sweet. It wasn't intentional. You could tell it wasn't intentional because she would just apologize so profusely.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, usually about the second or third call, her daughter would pick up the phone to try to figure out what in the world's going on with her mother.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then she'd start apologizing, and she would be the one to take over and call the vet.
Right.
If her mother didn't hang up the phone and immediately hit redial again.
Right.
And it was just, I mean, I felt so bad for this woman. I
Mm-hmm.
really did. I was just like, I got to a point I was about ready to offer to drive over and reset her speed dial.
Uh-huh.
Because God knows, in the time it took for him to call, and this is a bad joke, but in the time that it took him to call the damn veterinarian hospital, if the dog seriously had something wrong with it, it's going to be dead.
Well, and
Or y'all get your show together. I mean,
I don't
not.
know. I've tried to explain to them that no, I don't. This isn't the number.
Mm-hmm.
You've got the wrong number. Please check your information. And they're always like, well, I'm sorry if we bothered you, yada yada yada. And it's like, you're fine. But I'm about ready to, like Shannon said, I'm about ready to answer it and put them on speaker.
No. Some days.
I need more coffee than others to be nice.
Rude.
Sorry. I'm just point blank about it. All right.
Yeah, and again, I've had this whole midday butts up.
All right.
Dang it. Yeah. And this is what I'm saying, is it's just such a hair off
Mm-hmm.
that, like, my times get really screwy.
Have you thought about just copying them over?
Pardon?
Slicing up your graph there and just copying it into place.
I'm almost afraid to try that.
Okay.
Like, I think it could work, but as is, I don't know that's gonna work well.
Right.
Like, I would have to do some things.
Okay. Well, that or make a sticker that goes in there.
Well, true. Like, if I had more repetitiveness, I think it could work.
Right. But I'm saying just a bot, and you've made these for me.
Yeah. Oh, and I see where the malfunction is.
Okay.
I, on this 12 o'clock block, keep adding a half hour.
Ah.
Because the half hour block starts above it.
Mm-hmm.
But so if I do it this way, I have 2 hours.
Right.
If I do it the other way, I have 2.5 hours, and that's when everything starts going sideways.
Right.
That's supposed to be an hour of work. Then I go back and have to trim this little bitsy bit off. And that's what I'm talking about, is it's just a little wonky right there at noon.
Yeah.
Like, I'll get used to it and quit making the same mistake.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, I keep hitting it.
Yeah.
Like, I keep trying to go down like it's all equivalent.
Mm-hmm.
And it is not.
Right.
And that's what I was noticing there. That's why I had to take a what the hell am I doing? Because
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, that's not right. Like, my time scale's totally screwed.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's showing stuff happening like half an hour after it happens.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, that's not gonna fly.
Yeah. But no, if it was me and then this was my paper planner, I would have had you make me a sticker to go there that overcover that time block and give me block lines.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you aren't going to get woken up from your nap based on what I had actually done.
Oh. Well,
Yeah.
that's good. Aeson sleeping over is just going to blow everybody's life.
I know. That's where I was at.
Yep. All right. I'm ready to show my weekly.
Okay, you bring up your weekly and swap me down.
It's a little crazy quilty, but I kind of like it. I went with the pinks this week because the sticker was pink. We have the projects I have for this week. We have the timed events in the center. We have my work schedule up top. We have what I'm focusing on right now, which my main personal goal is getting into this, back to this routine of healthy living and getting to bed on time. Because if I don't get on bed on time, everything else gets fucked for the next day.
Basically.
Yeah. So what you think, Shannon and Brenda? Do you like it? Do you like the pinks? We'll find out in a minute. What do you think?
I think it looks really pretty.
Cool. It's kind of themed. It's pink and coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, your butterfly really stands out.
It does. I didn't have any pink ones, but that green one just popped up in the socialite. Which I didn't know it had
Shana
them.
knows nothing. She was doing laundry, but she likes the color.
Cool. Yeah, like this one's got a lot of coffee cups, a lot of teacups in it. Like I got a sticker for next week's coffee and tea picked out.
Awesome sauce.
Yeah, I just hope. I wish they would bring this one back. I definitely wish they'd bring this one back.
Oh, yeah, you would love that one.
Yeah, but this is part of the Ball Squirrel line, and I really feel like they probably won't bring it back because the Ball Squirrel, they got kind of like fussed at because everything was like Ball Squirrel, and it's like, but there's not just women that just girl, don't call me a girl. One, and
they got a little sexist there.
right.
Like, sorry to call y'all out, but y'all got sexist.
Right.
Like, Happy Planner was just for women.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, but no. Like,
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, but like some of the other stuff that's in the Ball Squirrel line, I really like the coffee cups, and I don't know. Do I have one that I've not just destroyed? I think this one's the most intact I have. That is it. No, this is my old one. Where is my non-destroyed one? You got this goal setting and crushing them. Granted, the cuddle powder could be updated, but this is all important. But they've stopped producing these. Like a boss. I think that's pretty neutral statement. You can and you will. The difference between who you are and who you want to be is what you get done. Be positive, patient, and persistent. Stay humble, work hard, be kind. These are like good quotes, but they trash the whole line because of like the whole ball scorer image. And it's like, no, just get rid of this sticker page or give us another sticker page with a mix of them. Would be great. Of course, I don't like people that much in my planner anyhow. Like, that's a little weird.
Okay. What's weird about it?
I don't know. It's just the faces looking at you off the page. It's like, okay, what character is this? Okay.
Are you still carrying Disney trauma?
Yes, but they came out with a box I want. And I'll be right back. I grab a sticker book.
Okay. Working the colors in.
No, they have come out with a Hocus Pocus Disney box. I want it.
Oh, I just figured out how to do something, and I'm so happy.
Yay!
Oh, that was flippin' amazing. Oh, that's so cool. I'm thrilled now.
Okay.
That was awesome.
Okay.
It's a little bit better highlighter control.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm kind of thrilled.
Okay.
It doesn't fix everything, but it makes some things a little easier.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm kind of thrilled with it.
I'm listening.
So like, yeah, I can go through and so that was supposed to go to 130. Okay, cool. Sorry, I had to make sure I was doing stuff right. But no, I can come through and I can actually overlap the highlighter. And then control the width of it.
Okay.
And keep the height that I created.
Okay.
so that like I'm not just like highlighting all over the place.
Right.
Like it gives me a little more control, and that just made my day.
Well,
It did. Like technically I could sit here and keep changing the highlighter width, but I'm lazy.
well, we know. We're all a little lazy. That's why we use stickers.
Like, yeah.
All right. So this is my task page for the day because there's other tasks I have to do during the day, like send thank you notes on Life Reader, upload shows, that stuff. So I have this page to remind me of that.
Oh, very awesome.
And,
Cute page, cute page.
and I'm blocking Wednesday off on task with a
Okay.
fuck up sticker.
Fair enough. Oh my gosh. People are going to think we're so mean to our clients.
Well, no, that is the day that, we're taking to escape. So I'm not adding letting any task get placed on Wednesday.
Which is fair.
Yeah. I just had that tape. We'll give me the cord. Oh, there it is. But this is a page out of the monthly planner from Happy Planner. And I'm modifying it to be a to-do list.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I just wish the people that made like the washi tape would like get it together so that the
Okay.
washi tape in words would end in like the same spot. Yeah.
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 Like I need it this big.
Right.
It's going to commonly be used to fill this space.
Right. It's going to commonly be used for a Happy Planner Classic. Can you please make your rainbows line up to the end of the Happy Planner Classic?
Hey, there you go.
That would be awesome.
Would be amazing.
Okay.
Hey, I'm up to Sunday.
You're up to Sunday? Cool. Then we'll get the weather report here in a minute. I'm going to embellish this a little.
Let's see if cropping would make it easier to fill it in. As in to just look at the one day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was getting a little confused when I was trying to lay that out.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah. But no, with any system, you're going to have to modify. That's just the facts of it.
Well, true. Let's see what happens when. There. In there. And done. Yeah, you well sideways there, but that's okay. I think I can still work with you. Up a little. Hey. All right, so I actually did what you were talking about.
Okay.
It's a little imperfect, but it's not bad.
Okay.
So yeah, if we want to swap that up real quick,
Sure.
and so yeah, so I took this column,
Mm-hmm.
a pen so I can highlight. So I just took this column and
Uh-huh.
cropped it down,
Uh-huh.
and then just it out to fill the space over here.
Right. Right.
So yeah,
Yeah, that looks much better. And as long as you
okay.
know your color coding, you're fine.
Well, and I was writing in over it anyway.
Right.
So don't know this is going to be my forever schedule.
All right. Well, and that's just it. Your schedule's going to change. That's why I like them to do separately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can just write over it.
Yeah. Very cool.
Especially if I just color code it
Mm-hmm.
and don't sit here and try to fill it in a little in
Mm-hmm.
Excel.
Right. Yeah, I think that'll work just fine. And once you get used to your color code, I think you'll be even better.
Yeah.
It's like if
Yeah.
I
No,
see
I think.
black, I know that it's personal. If I see, you know, um,
Yeah,
purple,
your
I know
your
it's business.
personal for, as black just messes me up every time.
I know.
But I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. It only has to work for you.
Yes. And that's the other part is it only has to work for you. No one else has to be able. We just show ours off because we like talking to you guys with you guys.
You. Hey.
Oh goodness. I have a
What?
problem with my day sheet.
Oh no, what's your day sheet problem?
My day sheet is I don't have a Sunday.
Oh no.
Yeah, I was
No,
just
let's
looking and
swap
I'm
this
like,
out.
I didn't
Click your
plan for a
day sheet.
Sunday. Because I went to bed, put down a planner book,
Mhm.
and I didn't put a Sunday down.
Oops.
Oops.
Oops. Yeah, you got every other day of the week.
Yeah. No, I'd left Sunday on the page.
Dun, dun, dun. I don't know. Which are you guys liking better? I'm just curious. The highlighter, which I did originally and took me all day, or when I came back in and just did the color blocks from Excel.
I like the color blocks.
Okay. Like I kind of like I can go either way. Like I kind of like the free floating highlighter because it's a little more like I don't know. It's a little beachy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Shannon says Sunday is the rest day. Tasks and calories don't count.
Yeah, I wished. That's my Wednesday.
We try.
That's Wednesday for me. That's also the day I'm planning to have carbs.
The carb day.
Yep. But no, I went to put a little planner down for psychics that plans, and there was no place. There was no place to put it. So.
Yes, that's a problem.
Yes, that's a big problem. It's like, oh goodness, I forgot a day of the week.
Oh no! Oh no, Mr. Bill! Oh no!
Hmm.
It does happen.
Yes. But no, after I put this one sticker down, I'll be ready to go in and add the weather.
Okay, let me get the weather up. That'll be useful, right?
Yes.
Like what? Oh dear.
All right.
Oh. That ads jumped the page. I just hate that. All right. Oh, I'm in so much trouble.
Uh-huh. All right, shall we?
All righty. Monday is strong storms.
Mm-hmm.
As in there's a storm warning.
Yeah.
And 80 and 63.
Okay.
Tuesday showers.
Uh-huh.
Oh, 76 and 59.
Okay. Wednesday?
Partly cloudy.
Yeah. Okay.
79 and 65.
The water should be great that day.
Yes. Thursday is scattered thunderstorms. 73 and 65.
Okay.
Friday is thunderstorms.
Okay.
81 and 64.
Okay.
Let's see, was that Friday or Saturday?
We're on to Saturday.
All right, Saturday is scattered thunderstorms.
Okay.
83 and 64.
Okay.
Sunday is thunderstorms.
Sure it is. I want to see how this looks.
We've run out of ink. Oh, there we go. 80 and 62.
Okay.
There we go.
All right. Things I need to remember since I've got my little thingies out.
Mm-hmm.
Laundry, laundry, no laundry, laundry, laundry. Jim, 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 Jim. There we go. I don't have to go shopping. That's not my department anymore.
True. Oh, I have fun things to work back into my week.
Yep.
That's what I forgot. I knew something was missing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, we'll get that.
Right. Well, we don't need a lot. I mean, we have the meal plan up until Friday, actually.
Right. So, yeah, we may look out, and I might not have to go shopping till this weekend, and I've got a bunch of extra work blocks that.
Yeah. Work blocks or, personal blocks or whatever.
Nope, we don't move personal blocks.
Okay.
That's my new thing.
Hey, that's a thing I can accept.
Yep.
Yep. All right, so here's my week. Do you want to give them your view, and then we'll pull the weekly overview?
Sure. Sorry, I was writing the weather in.
See, I look at the weather. I don't write it in, but I look at the weather to make sure Wednesday's still going to work, because we can move our escape day to another day.
True. We can't. But yeah. Oh, mine has disconnected.
He overloaded it.
I did. There we go. I made it mad. All right, so we can flip through mine real quick.
Yep.
Switch over. There you go.
Yep.
So yeah, let me back up, and yeah. So, well, real quick, since we're here, this is my week in terms of things I have to go do.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm using this page mostly for.
Mm-hmm.
At least right now.
Right.
I will try to go back in and write in what I plan to do each day.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm kind of liking that more for putting on these pages, because that lets me just flip through this. So for next week, I may pre-plan over here.
Right.
And then we'll actually see it fall in here.
Right.
But yeah, this is my week so far.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have my weather stickers in, but y'all just heard all that.
Right.
And then there we go.
Yeah. And then you'll bring your washi and your stickers in as you're moving in.
Yeah.
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 And then
right now it's just about
page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was working on that actually yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to jump ahead.
How is that for you?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to do a couple weeks of those, see what I think.
Okay. Yeah, because this is really the first planner system we've done.
Well, it's not that I haven't had planner systems. It's that this one's attached to, and I have jokingly called it. I'm not sure if it's a a planner, a religion, or a cult?
Uh-huh.
I'm waiting. That, like, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Is it a planner, a religion, or a cult?
Uh-huh. Well, it is occult because she does read tarot, so
Hmm. Hey, there is that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but and that's I think another reason why I like her system is it's set up.
Oh, Shannon done called you out. Oh.
We'll
It's a
see. We'll
cult.
see.
That's the poll we really needed to put up. I'm teasing. No, it's. I really don't think it's a cult. I don't think it's a religion exactly either. I do think, though, it incorporates a lot of things that surprisingly are probably also very useful religiously.
Mm-hmm.
Which is really funny
Okay.
compared to Happy Planner that really did like teabag God and Jesus
In everything.
creation.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but it fundamentally just kind of did that for sales revenue. It
Mm-hmm.
didn't really incorporate that.
Right.
Like, it didn't leave room for that or try to help you in your practice. It just kind of went, we're going to throw some God and Jesus on every page. And then,
Yeah.
It had all like, I'm sorry, I don't mean to totally trash Happy Planner. That's not all they have done, but it does
Yeah.
dominate a lot of
Yeah.
their stickers, a lot of their page designs with just like, I'm a good Christian vibe energy.
Except for the Stargazer line,
Mm-hmm.
which they've been trying to kill for ages. But
Oh
anyhow.
yeah.
But no, I think this is really built and designed for entrepreneurs. She's designed it for creatives.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at her day page, you're using it differently, and that's fine.
Okay, what am I doing wrong?
Well, she would just write her timed events in her schedule section.
Oh, yeah, no. I went a
Yeah,
totally different direction.
yeah, but that's
Like,
okay.
no,
That's cool.
I wanted the quick view
Yeah,
so that
and
I don't have to flip all over the place to find shit.
right, right, and
Because I
that's
have a real problem with that.
what I like about it is it is not stuck like that big square box where your mouse is, or
Okay.
or is that
This
my
one?
mouse? Yeah,
No,
that can
that's
be
my mouse.
anything you wanted.
Right. Well, but then there's like the little box, and I just want to show you all this real quick.
Mm-hmm.
And like you're gonna geek out. But like, here's my Sunday. So I still gotta build your week ahead. Oh, you gotta pull some cards.
Yes, I know.
Yeah. But like down here, I've been putting like my diffuser, like what I did.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then additionally,
Yeah.
let's see. Yeah, that was Friday.
You drank 2 waters and you got you a chocolate mousse dirty chai.
Mm-hmm. And I
Uh-huh.
took my meds.
Yes.
But I only took one segment of my meds.
Right.
So that wasn't great. But over here, though I didn't update it, I can do that. Oh, don't do that. That's not what I wanted at all. Copy, paste. I did actually get both my meds.
Cool.
Like, so yeah, that's the other thing I'm trying to track there.
Right.
Yeah. So like for today, I took my second set of meds, but by the time that I took them, because
Uh-huh.
Saturday was a train wreck.
Mm-hmm.
For me personally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah. I took those at like 5 something this morning, 6 something this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, taking my lunch ones was not going to be a good life plan. that would have been way too close. Oh, so Shannon says Joe's water attempts remind me of mine. I've taken to setting tasks on my phone and taking them off when it comes to things like meds and remembering to eat. I remember to feed the kids. Myself is another problem.
Yeah.
Hey, if I didn't, well, see, now he's messed me up. He's doing 2 meals of shakes a day and then dinner. So now I actually have to remember to make lunch for myself.
Yeah. Either that or have a shake, because you can have a shake.
No. Just no.
Right. Like, I enjoy my chocolate milkshakes every day.
I know you do, and I don't begrudge you them, but I don't want one.
Okay. But no, let's look at what else you've done, because this looks really nice.
Well, see, and I'm counting this as 1 bottle.
Okay.
This is way bigger than 8 ounces.
Yeah.
So I'm at least getting 1. What are these? Are these the 50s?
No, those are the 40 ounces.
Okay, because I was trying to check.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they wrote a flippin' novel on the bottom of it. Anyway.
Right.
Oh, so where Kalika's liver is bugging her, I'm trying to talk her into trying some shake meals. She's like, I like food and flavor, though.
But you can have a lot of flavor. You can take a vanilla milkshake and make it almost any flavor you want. You can take a chocolate milkshake, like I have Reese cup at least 2 or 3 times a week.
Wait, those are what you pour out for your homies, Joe. What? What are we talking about? I got lost.
$40s, I'm guessing.
Oh! Got it now.
Yeah.
Nice.
But no, I don't know. I may shoot some really short ones. Some films of me like creating shake. Well, not creating, but showing you some of the shake mixes I do that she might like. I mean, if she loves Reese cups, that's what a protein shake with a tablespoon of peanut butter tastes like. If she likes chocolate dreams, that's a chocolate milkshake with mocha syrup. I've got white chocolate squirter, so I'll probably do a white chocolate one. I mean, you can flavor those shakes into a lot of different flavors.
Well, and I keep meaning to do, because I'm not totally against the protein powder. I'm really not. Like I keep meaning to do a chocolate protein with Jello cheesecake.
Ooh.
Like with cheesecake Jello pudding.
Uh-huh.
And we make those with almond milk.
Yeah.
So that should cover everyone's, like, because basically you follow the directions and add the 2 scoops of the protein powder.
Right.
Like you'll never know the difference.
Mm-hmm.
Other than the flavor is now chocolate instead of just cheesecake.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I might convince her on some strawberry. I think your mom was talking about, like, because
There is strawberry.
Well, no, his mother though has now reached the age of Medicare Part D, and her Medicare Part D involves like the ability to go shopping with like a spending card per month, and so she has found they make a caramel shake. They make a mocha latte shake.
Yeah.
Like, and these are the pre-made bottles.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, she had a blast. She just keeps
Yeah. She's enjoying the flavors.
She's way too excited about meal replacement shakes.
Well, it's easier on our bodies.
Well, fair. Like, I'm just saying.
I know.
The like branch and like you did not fall, the apple and the tree, you did not fall far from the tree.
No, not at all.
Like, y'all will definitely drink like 3 meals a day.
Yeah.
Left to your own devices. And it worries me a little.
maybe I could go to that very quickly, unconsciously. If someone did, like didn't cook yesterday and I kind of forgot and may have had 2 or 3 shakes.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yes. Well, yeah, because yesterday I was trashed by like 7 p.m.
Yep.
Well, actually, technically, I was exhausted by 6, but I still had to drive
Right.
and go to Walmart. So yeah, I made it back and was
Mm-hmm.
like, "Here's dog and cat food. I'm going to bed."
Right.
And I really thought it was going to be a quick nap. And then I woke up at 1 a.m.
Yep.
So yeah, there was a
Yeah.
lot of sleeping. A lot
But
of
no.
sleeping.
I highly recommend the Fit Life shakes and also what are the other ones I've tried?
Well, there's the pea powder protein shakes.
Right. I was talking about premix.
Oh, the premix. Oh, I have no idea.
Premier. The Premier, they have a ton of flavors
Oh
in
yeah,
that. If there's a
yeah.
candy or dessert she likes, they most likely have a flavor in it.
Oh yeah. Let's get you switched back up because I see the cards are going.
Uh-huh. Can we get me in the frame so it makes editing this a lot easier? There we go. All
Yeah.
right. Let's take a look at our week and see how it is going to be. Ooh, very good week. Very good week. Okay, you're going to have to resolve on your strengths. This is time to relax and focus on the mental stuff of it. With the 10 of Cups hitting here, you're going to have to really look at what you got. Take stock of what you have, where you're at, and everything else. This is going to lead into relationship growth and change for the better. So overall this week, your emotions, you're going to have to rely logically, not so much on your brute strengths and your brute instant emotions. Look at everything you've built and grown. This is the Fat Cat. This is also the Witch card. And the focus is going to be building on your relationship. Yeah. You got them?
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. So, time for Joe to talk to me. Do you think I should do a video on the 6 months to life setup I do?
Well,
Or
yeah.
just do it and then post the results of it?
I think that could go either way. I think it might be interesting to watch you fill it out
Okay.
and go through it.
Yeah, because this is a beta of hers.
Yeah. Well, and there's that too.
Yeah.
So you might also be able to like talk through it and like, okay, so I'm having some issues with like
Right.
the imperfections.
Well,
It's a beta. It's gonna have
it's a beta. It's going to have some things. It's going to be interesting, but there's a lot of journaling involved in it.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I may share the game boards.
Mm-hmm.
That might be useful. But let's take a quick flip through that, and then we'll wrap up.
Okay.
And it's free. You can get it on her website. I'm not stealing her stuff. But this is what I've done is I moved it over. I had to go to another notebook because the planner takes up the full classic there. So not showing that section. That's Aeson's journal. No one reads that. So 6 months for life is about bringing change to your life and really finding what is keep holding you back. So there's some journaling sections, brainstorming about how to get to where you want to be. But the funner part is a game board strategy, is breaking your goals down and what you want, where you're at to where you want to go, and then kind of like playing shoots and ladders or I'm looking at it more as a Monopoly game board. Like, here's the pieces, and this, this step to this step to this step to this step to this step, and what that looks like. And then as you finish and you complete that goal, there needs to be a reward. Like, if you get pass go on something, then you get, a reward, is my opinion. Yeah. So I'm going to design this. I know one of them will be my weight loss. Another one will be the life coaching stuff. I'd like to get back into doing more videos than just live streams, because we do a lot of live streams. So, building that, working on my channel, but breaking it down, and then, getting to how to shift my life in 6 months.
Okay.
Because we were talking about this morning. We don't have a plan. Like, there is no guidebook for gay men after 40.
No, kind of not. We were supposed to be dead or die.
Yeah. So I'm working on it.
Sadly, 20 years ago, that's what we got told.
Yeah.
Like, we weren't supposed to age out.
Yeah. So if the patrons, let me know if you're interested in seeing how that plays out, how it gets filled out, and if so, I'll do a video on it.
Nice. I think they'll like it.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'll just do updates through the psychic that plans of it going on.
Oh, well, that's true.
All right. So with that, we want to flip over and thank our Patreons, because they make the decisions on the station. They help us out a lot.
So, of course, we want to thank Beverly Walker, Mika G, Kathy, Mary Winfield, Brenda, Shannon C, Shannon D, Lady Gwendolyn, Charles Shaw, Tracy Van, Caitlin Bell, and Devin. If you'd like to learn more about us, the show, or how you too can become a Patreon sponsor and receive all the wonderful benefits our baristas receive, please visit us at pcspnetwork.com.
Yes, and join me over on something was off. Join me over on Modern Spiritualists tomorrow at 5. We're discussing the influences of astrology on you, and how it actually works from a scientifical, debatable situation. And then Tuesday, we were talking with Kathy, the writer of Bones, about her new book, The Bone Hacker, which I think is going to be interesting. I've been reading parts of the book, and it's just as good as the show.
Oh, nice.
Yes. So with that, y'all, good night.
Good night.